take a video of this while I'm trying it on. Hello everyone and welcome to session 96. My name is Brianna and I am the dyer, designer, and human behind The Little Wolf Knits and this YouTube channel, and I am so happy to be here with you today on Tuesday, July 22nd, I believe. July 22nd. It's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I have had a very full day with lots of stuff going on. If you want to hear about it, make sure you hang around till the end. But I knew I had to and wanted to fit this in because I have lots to catch you up on. So let's jump right in and get started with talking about what I'm wearing. I am wearing something that you have seen before technically as a whip and a finished object, but you have not seen before on me, and I'm so excited. This is my 7th Ave split hem tank. It's currently in testing. This one I worked up with my wolf pack colorway on Sunfish, and I'm wearing it with yoga pants, like it's not so cute, but I have more yarn. I'm going to be making a second sample of this using my terracotta colorway from the Italia collection, and it's dyeing as we speak, and I'm so excited, and it will be one of my next cast-ons, which I'll talk about later, but so cute, love it. It's a little bit wider here, so definite bra coverage no matter what you're wearing, a little bit more of a mock neck. It's a 2x2 rib, which is just a little heavier, like a little more masculine. It has short row shaping for the bust, if you need it, and yeah, perfect fit. But that is all that I'm wearing. Let's talk about admin, which I forgot. As far as admin, we are getting to the very end of our hot stitch summer mal for 2025. There's still a few weeks to play along. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my previous episodes. Go check us out on Instagram. Myself and Chelsea at Knitting Tipsy. All the details can be found there. And we're getting really excited to see everyone's makes progressing. If you don't finish, that's okay. But it's really fun to see everyone. The other admin thing, just a little update that I wanted to let you know. There is a good chance I should have a podcast this next week. I'll be traveling. I won't be in my normal location. I should have a podcast out for you this next week. There's a good chance I may not have a podcast for you the following week, although it could happen. So if you don't see a video pop up in 2 weeks, don't worry. I'm just traveling, enjoying life. But hopefully next week I'll be able to keep you in the loop on everything that you need to know for August. That's all the admin. So now let's chat finished objects. I have finished a few things this week, which makes me very happy and hopefully is no surprise to you. Although with the way things have been going lately, you just never know what you're actually going to finish. I didn't get as much knitting done this past weekend as I thought I would. So I'm glad I finished these. The first one you've seen many times, so I won't talk too much about it, but it is my finished, ooh, it's getting dark in here. I should pull that shade up. This is my finished, and you can see here, Solstice Engrain shawl by S Knit, and I love it. I love the half neutral. This gold is right in front for me when I wrap it this way. And then the red on this other side, like, I don't know. I just love this. It feels like it will match so many things. Sometimes I do that. If it's really cold, then I'll like tuck it in. I love it. It is mostly Coast to Coast Yarn Co. yarn that I had not used yet from a 2020 Advent, and then a little bit of my own yarn. This is Pico de Gallo on Sunfish that I had leftovers that I think fades pretty darn well when I lost Yarn Chicken. So this is really nice. I made this for my mom and I kind of regret it. I think she'll wear it. I think she'll get a lot of use out of it. I made her one with leftovers from another countdown last year or 2 years ago, and it's much smaller, and she wears it a lot, but she was like, I love yours, it's so big. So this will be for her, maybe for her birthday, probably for Christmas, maybe her birthday. That'll be nice. So that will be set aside. All of the ends are woven in. It was done in less than an hour. I put one episode of a show on and it was done, and I have blocked it, and I just snipped all of the ends before this so that no one would accuse me of not having my ends woven in. But that is the only knit thing that I finished. However, I have also finished some spinning. It feels like I finished this a long time ago, but I finished my 3-ply. This is cesium yarn, mystery machine. I don't know what type of fiber, maybe a Cormo or Corriedale, something like that. And it is a beautiful 3-ply of blues and greens, a little bit of orange in there. And I'm super excited to use this along with the green skein, the last yarn I spun for a hat for Michael. That I might be working on soon. Oh, my phone. I forgot to silence my phone and my mom called. So I'm gonna have to call her back, but I opened the shade in the meantime, and that is all that I finished. So let's scoot right into what else I've been working on. The only other knit whip that I have, you have seen already. It feels like I have not gotten as much done on it as I thought I would, because I was like, I have a long weekend, we have so much driving, but I really barely knit Saturday and Friday. I really only knit this weekend on the drive out. Yesterday was actually the first day, I think in years, I did not knit a single stitch, which is kind of wild. But this is the project I'm talking about. It's in my beautiful sister Heather bag, and inside I only have one partial skein of Marina Grande on Sunfish. Beautiful. I just dyed more of this today for something really fun. And this is a second sample of my C Street dress. I have it on 2 needles because I was just doing a try on. I lost some stitches. I picked them up. So I want to make sure I don't lose any more stitches. But I, on the drive out to Ohio, finished my first skein of yarn somewhere around here where I stopped increasing. Maybe that's not true. Maybe I finished somewhere around here. I don't know. And I picked up one armhole, finished that. Picked up a second armhole, finished that. And then I picked up the neckband and I worked just up to the last 3 rounds. And then it was like 12:30 at night. We got to Ohio, so I put it down. And literally on Friday, all I did was those 3 rounds and part of the bind off. I didn't even do the full bind off there. But it looks so sharp. Now it feels way more finished. And I didn't shut my volume off. Oh my goodness. Let me shut my volume. Fully. There we go. Then I finished my increases for the hips, and now I'm just working round and round. I did a try on, and I think I'm going to need 3 more inches of straight knitting. Let's see. 3 more inches of straight knitting, and then the inch of ribbing at the end, and I think it will be perfect. I'm super excited. I'm going to take this to the movies with me tonight and hopefully get like at least 2 inches done. And then hopefully this will be done tomorrow. Oh no, then I have to do the ribbing. We'll see. This still could be done tomorrow because I got to get a move on some of the other things I need to be working on. But that is the only knit project that I have in progress, I should say. I do have one other spinning project, which you've seen before. It's in my tiny Casey bag. It is my Bosworth drop spindle and my Shaniko wool tweed. This is seashell, and it is coming along beautifully. I didn't do that much on it, I spun a little bit every day, but definitely not 30 minutes, probably less. So in the next week or so, hopefully I can finish this little fluff and then maybe start on one of these. We will see. But that's all that I'm working on. It doesn't feel like much, but I'm hoping to make some major progress because I have 2 projects that are in the wings ready to get going. The first one is already set up. It's in a project bag and I dyed up. I have 2 skeins of River Run from my Wolfpack collection for myself, and I will be using this to design a G Street Light, which will be a fingering weight version of my G Street Garter sweater. I'm so excited about it. And this will be coming with me on vacation. So I'm really excited. I've already worked the math. I just want to double check something with my row gauge because I didn't have it in front of me to double check. So I just want to double check that before I actually cast on. And then, like I said, I have 2 skeins of terracotta that I'm planning on hopefully winding up and taking with me to work on my trip as well. Do I think I'm going to work through 4 skeins of yarn in 2.5 weeks? No, but I don't want to get stuck without something or in a weird spot, so I'm going to bring both projects with me. But then that is all that I am and will be working on. So let's just chat quickly about what's in the shop. Not too much has changed as far as what's in the shop, so I'm just gonna run right through it. The first is our series of Unfortunate Yarn Club July's colorway. This is your last call. It won't be dyed until I get back from my trip in the beginning of August, but this is your last call because August 1st it will switch over to the next colorway. This is the Vile Village, and it's so good. I love this one so much. I actually just dyed August, which is the Hostile Hospital. It might be my favorite. Think like autumnal, deep, jewel, earthy, moody. So good. But this one is really good and perfect for this time of year. So really excited. If you want to grab the Vile Village, grab it now. Otherwise, this is going to be another last call. I think we are down to one, maybe 2 extra countdowns for July. Island Girl 2, Moana inspired countdown. There's still a few left. And this is going to be a last call for the full skein. Like I said, I won't be dyeing it until I get back in August, but the listing will be coming down and closing on July 31st. So don't miss out on it if you want. If you have somehow managed to not see it yet, I'm going to give you a warning. I'm going to show it, so look away. This is our main skein for this year. So beautiful. So beautiful. So there's a last call on that. And then, like I said, the Island Girl countdowns are still in the shop. You can look back if you looked away. We have our Beetlejuice countdowns that are in the shop. Those I'm going to be dyeing in August. It's going to be really busy this August. So grab yours now if you want that. And then our December, super shitty December countdowns will be around through September. So you have a little bit more time to grab one of those if you still want them. And then, of course, our summer vacation Italia collection is live and going. I started dyeing and I'm chipping away. So if you place your orders now, they should get dyed up by mid-August, like I said. And they will be on their way to you. They're like perfect for end of summer, heading into fall, that transitional period. So I'm really excited about that. And then we'll have a little mini collection coming back into the shop for our Wicked For Good yarn collection. Our 4 colorways, we had 4 good, 2 best friends, Wicked Through and Through, and One Short Day. And they'll be popping back into the shop late August. So keep an eye out for those. That is everything that's in the shop. So let's just chat for a few minutes about life. Wow, this might be the shortest podcast I've ever done. Life has been wild. Since we last spoke, it has been a lot of working, dyeing up, wrapping up that giant pre-order wholesale situation that I was talking about. I finally did it today. All the dyeing is done. Now, winding, labeling, shipping out is the final step, and it needs to get done by Friday. So we only have a few days left to get that done. This weekend, we drove out to Ohio to visit Michael's family. His sister just had a baby, and his brother was heading out there. So that was really fun and really cool for all of us to get to hang out. We got to see his friends. It was really lovely. And there was lots and lots of car time, which meant lots of knitting. But like I said, I was getting a little bored and I wasn't doing as much knitting as I thought because you cannot knit for 7 hours straight without taking a break. So it was probably best for my hands and my body. Just sad for my knitting goals. But that means we didn't do too much watching or too much. Did we see any movies? We saw a movie last week, maybe? I think we saw a movie. We saw F1. Is that what we saw? I didn't talk to y'all about that. It was so good. I loved it. If that's what we saw, it was amazing. I loved it. Yep, we saw F1. And we saw 28 Years Later, which was good. I liked it. I like the direction they're going. I'm excited to see the rest of the trilogy because in case you missed it, this new series will be a trilogy. So excited about that. We haven't really watched any TV. I finished watching The Queer Ultimatum. I've been keeping up with Trainwreck, and I have been reminded that, and Just Like That has new episodes out. So I've been watching those as well. And then reading, I finished reading The Perfect Couple. It was good. I liked it. I have book club tomorrow, so I'm excited to talk about it and see what other people think, but I liked it. I think I will read more of her books, honestly, Ellen Hildebrand, because they were pretty good. I like the way it played with time. Yeah, I feel good about it. And then I am now reading, I don't even know what it's called, but it's the second book it's called The Collector's Collection or something like that. And it is the second book. The first was The Butterfly Garden. This is now the second book. And it's okay. It feels really slow. The first book was slow too, but like a slow burn. It was interesting. This one, I'm still like a little confused about what's going on and the plot line. There's new characters. They're diving more into characters that you didn't meet that much last time. So I feel like I'm maybe 20% in and things have like finally started to roll. So I'm liking where it's going. Curious to see where that'll end up. And then tonight we are going to see I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I'm really excited about it. Not just to get knitting done on my dress, but I'm just really excited about going to see a movie, hanging out for a little bit, and I think it'll be pretty cute. And then other than that, our build is underway. Like I said, we actually had some issues in our here house. We had a leak in a pipe to our well pump. So our basement like kind of flooded and dealing with plumbers, getting that fixed, getting mitigation done, and all of that. Just feels like it's never ending. Now there's a truck backing up down our street. So it feels like, you know what? That feels like my sign to wrap this thing up and go deal with everything else that I have to deal with before our movie tonight. Other than that, I will be leaving for a pretty extended trip. This weekend, I'm actually going to New Jersey, and then I will be going on a long trip to the West Coast and to Hawaii with my sister. I'll be leaving Michael for a little bit, but I'm really excited to have a sister trip and do lots of fun Hawaii things. We're going to be staying in Waikiki and the Honolulu area. We have a pretty booked schedule, but if there's anything that I have to do or recommendations that you have, make sure to drop them below because I'll see if I could fit them in. And until I talk to you next time, I hope that your life stays calm and peaceful and you get all of the making done that you want to get done. Until next time, take care of each other. Bye.